Hi, I'm Chuck Dorsett from Weaver Leathercraft Supply, and this is the Leather Element. Send us a question, and once a week, we will do our best to get a good answer back to you. Now this week, as promised, we're going to do a filigree cut. Well, first off, what is that? Easy enough. Filigree cut, or filigree, just means delicate work. That's all it is. So with a swivel knife, you can buy a filigree blade. It's going to allow us to make tighter curves. Not me. I'm not at that level. But some of us, yes. But what we're going to do is a filigree cut. We're going to cut through a face leather and drop in a gorgeous leather behind that. This is beautiful crosshatch. In fact, that's one of my favorite designs. There's a cuff, but we're not going to stick with just a square or a geometric pattern. We're going to do something very cool because on my personal cutting table, I've got a project, been working on this since December, and what was I thinking? In fact, you'll see what I'm talking about. All right, well, let's go to a pic so you'll see where we're going with this. All right, so these are the arms for a suit of armor. Finished these last night. Still working on the cuirass and the chouse. But notice my top leather, my face leather. What I've done is I've tooled that, and then I've cut through it and dropped in a suede behind that gorgeous, rich forest green, giving this suit of armor a very woodland look. Well, that's what we're going to do. My next panel to be cut is the upper chouse, the upper portion of the leg. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump over to the stamping area where we've got plenty of light, and you are going to see how incredibly easy this is to do. Nice, we are set and ready to go. Very cool. Now, right off the bat, my tooling is a little heavy-handed and rough, but here's the two biggest points. I love doing it, and it looks good to me. That's all we should be worried about. Secondly, though, this is our material, and this is the best thing going for filigree cut. It is simply packing material out of a box. Several kinds of foam will work. All I really need here is some depth so I don't ding my blade, and I'd like to have a little bit of body on the surface. Makes all the difference. Best craft knife in the business is the one we sell. But that's the blade that comes with it, and I love it. Very sturdy, very sharp. But for this one process, I want to use just a standard blade found at any store, any craft store. Now, let's see if we can find a good spot to cut. Here we go. We'll cut right here. Now, I want to put the edge I'm cutting away from me, and you'll notice I tend to bevel even the areas I'm going to cut because I can see that knife sit right in that corner every time. I have no problem seeing where I need to cut. So I'm going to start right there. Now, new blade always, but a new blade, it's going to be a little tacky, a little sticky, so it's not going to move in and out as easy as this, but just give it a little time and it will work nicely. So I got one cut. Now I'm going to come across there and look at that. The knife almost seems to want to sit down in my swivel cut. All right, nice curve there. And again, with the long point on this, this makes going around tight curves an absolute breeze. Now let's cut a little bit more here. Nice. How easy is that? And that foam, all the difference in the world. All right, I believe this is our last cut. I was talking and not paying attention, but look at that. How clean and tight. Now, I need to trim my starts because when I come in, when I start a cut, I'm at an angle. So what I want to do is drop my knife back in there and just clip that little piece that I didn't get when I started. It's usually pretty easy to do because your knife simply just sits right back down in there. There we go. Wow, how easy was that? And look how crisp and clean my edges are. Well, how easy could that be with a piece of foam that either costs almost nothing or is absolutely free? Makes the whole process a breeze. Now, we talked about armor, arm guards, cuffs, but let's don't stop there. Here's a briefcase. Nice buff feel, buff color to my top grain on my exterior leather, cut through to a deer skin, chocolate deer. Now, here's the coolest part about this. Not only can I contrast or match my colors, but now I can contrast or match my textures. Sky is literally the limit with the filigree cut. But two, our next thought is, well, we've got this cool panel cut out. Wow, it is going to be a headache to glue that onto a piece of leather to get glue down into all these little pieces and parts. No, it's a breeze and there's a great trick. So next week, we're going to take one of these panels that's cut, dyed, antique top coated, ready to go, and we're going to glue that onto a piece of suede. You will see how easy that is. Again, thanks for taking time to watch The Leather Element. Good luck with your projects.